I'm going to keep everything on, including this terrible attitude about this episode. I'm so agitated by this whole episode.
Ooh,
That bad.
interesting.
Other than Lucy, obvious.
Interesting. I didn't mind the episode. I thought it was entertaining. I don't know. It's a lot to talk about, I think.
Let's do it then.
Well, I don't have anything to say, so.
All right. Well, mute OT.
Yeah. OT's in
And it's just Joe and Kelly today.
Yay, Joe and Kelly.
And then OT making faces. Hey, welcome back, everyone, to Condone Yourself, where we're here to talk about season 15. We are now 8 queens, halfway there from where we started of 16 queens. I'm Joe, and we have Kelly.
Hey, everybody.
And we have OT.
What's up, people?
Let's get into this episode. It started off after Spice's elimination.
Mm-hmm.
And Selena, wiping the mirror.
Then that's it. Then the show was over.
No, I think Marcia said something like sort of shady when that was happening, right? I can't remember what she said, though. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Marcia doesn't matter anymore. That pantsuit was hideous.
So let's talk a little bit about Marcia. So before we get into Lucy, who always thinks she is great. Marcia also thought she should have won because she hand sewn her corset. And I think it was a sewing challenge. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people sewed.
Yeah, everybody sewed theirs.
Everyone.
While it may look beautiful when you look at it through a magnifying glass, you cannot see it from the stage.
No, and that's the
on
problem.
TV, what you did.
It just looked bland.
It didn't look bland. It was bland.
Yeah.
It was
that was
boring.
also where she had the really bland tote dress, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was the ball last week, and you girl had a whole theater row. Just have it.
Yeah.
A whole theater row.
She needs a costume designer
and a makeup artist.
Yeah. Yes, you can do it yourself. Congratulations.
You're team talent.
But you're
and
not.
That's all you are. Team talent. You're very talented, but it's not in drag.
Yeah. What's going to happen is there's going to be a makeover challenge. And I know we don't have those as much as we used to, but there's going to be a makeover challenge. And that's when Marcia goes home.
And it's a good prediction.
Yeah, that's a great prediction.
Let's get a little bit into Lucy, who, everyone's giving Sasha praise. Well, I won 3. And so apparently we're counting mini challenges.
Hello.
Which is good.
Oh no, I'm bored with Lucy too. How did you know we were recording?
I wrote that down too about I had 3. She's just
no, you didn't have 3. No,
she's a child.
She's a child. And here's what I love though is now that Mistress has more than caught on to her BS, she's just trolling her.
Oh,
I love it.
Living for it. And she has recruited the entire cast.
So the entire cast.
The entire cast is in on it.
Yeah.
Everyone's in on the joke except Lucy.
And I love it.
And that would make it girl, don't you see what they're doing? But you can't. No. Right? Because at this point, I would just be like, okay, yeah, I'm being ridiculous. Right? But no, not her. She thinks people are picking on her.
Yeah. Yeah. And Mistress said perfectly, it's if you're a bitch, just be a bitch. But she can't. She is one of the fakest queens we've had in a while, I think. Yeah. And grossly delusional. Fun delusion is one thing, but her
Lux delusion is one thing. Her delusion is something.
She's just such different. Pick me. It's so gross.
Which is also
desperate.
Cool. Yeah, we got to see a new look at Lux in Untucked, which was also interesting, right? We got to see behind the mask of the delusion, so that was really cool. I can't wait to discuss that too. But yeah,
we usually discuss Untucked.
We always kind of throw elements in there.
If there's stuff that's highlighting,
highlighting. Talk about Lux. I see you want to just rep New Jersey.
Here's the deal. Everyone knows I am Team Lux.
I can smell it.
Everyone knows I'm Team Lux, right? But I have to say these last 2 weeks, I just do not agree with how she's been placed, and it's not because I'm biased. It's because I really feel that way. Like I have rooted for everyone who I thought should have won when I thought they should have won. I've made comments like this, and I know all my comments about Lux seem biased because she's my daughter. But bottom line is the last 2 weeks have been some really questionable judging with Lux in general, not just Lux, especially this episode. This whole episode is questionable.
Yes, this whole episode is questionable, except for who went home. Called it.
Well, and we also threw out into the universe that we just said last week. Has there been a Beyonce?
We did.
Runway.
We did.
And then when he was like Night of 1,000 Beyonces, I was just like,
I did. That's the exact. I was like, wait, we just said that on the show.
A minute.
I am thoroughly disappointed. I'm just gonna say with the Beyonce looks. I wish they would have reserved this for All Stars or something where the queens have more money, because I felt like it was not enough.
A waste of a Beyonce challenge.
It was a waste of a Beyonce challenge. I was like, it's like a whole bunch of spices walking down.
We got Madonna twice, and I don't agree with that completely, Joe. I definitely see that everything wasn't elevated, but I thought that there were some looks.
What did you say? Say it again. You said everything wasn't elevated.
Yeah, it wasn't elevated, but a lot of it was spot on, though, right? And I would take spot on over a mess, right? And we didn't get anything that was really messy.
Also, Beyonce deserves her whole own episode.
She does.
They should have had like a Beyonce rusical or something, and then also the runway. Maybe they will later.
Yeah, they will fix that. If Madonna got it twice, we will get another. Beyonce will get it. We'll get fixed.
Well, okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves because we're just talking about the whole like episode thing. Okay, let's go back to the beginning or ish where we're talking about the challenge.
So then Rebecca Glasscock walks in with those jeans, and everybody's like, "What? Oh, you didn't want to go that far back to the beginning?
What did you think?"
Okay, yeah.
50-50.
50-50. So they get broken up into 3 teams. Yes. So there's Love Connie team, which is Lux, Selena, and Mistress. Mm-hmm. There's Frankie Grande, was Anitra, Lucy in Malaysia, and then Team Charo was a cute pairing of Sasha and Marsha.
Yeah,
I thought they were very cute, and like when they were in the workroom gossiping about everybody was also very cute. I like that pairing.
Okay, so I got 2 questions. Mm-hmm. One, which celebrity would you rather have had if you were doing the challenge?
Frankie Grande.
Yeah, that was the easiest.
Yeah, Frankie Grande was the easiest of those people.
Oh, okay. I would have preferred Charo.
Like for the easiest, I think Frankie Grande. I would have had the most fun with Charo.
I would have enjoyed Charo the most, but I could very much have seen myself where Marsha ended up going.
Yeah.
Right, like I understood and that reading on my face.
But
but okay, well then to counter that, which segment would you have wanted to host?
I would have enjoyed most the sit down interview because that's my strong point. Talking is my strong point. I'm a therapist. I talk to people all the time.
I would have done the cooking.
Oh, it's perfect because I would have done the action,
the walk,
or I love the golf cart.
Look at us.
No, that golf cart thing. If I was in that thing with Love Connie, I was like, I need to get out. I'm my mama's only child. You ain't hurting me. You ain't getting me. No, honey, not for this. Get me.
Okay, so I think Love Connie was first.
Love Connie was first.
Yeah.
So and then I think Selena's spot was the first one.
Yes, Selena was first. And here's the deal. Selena got a lot of bad critique.
I didn't think hers was that bad.
I
watched it twice. It was not that bad.
It was not warranted because Love Connie is a fireball. Love Connie is a comet, right? Like it is impossible to keep her on track because that's her gig. She wants to throw you off.
Yeah.
And she kept throwing Selena off. I think if there was a place where Selena floundered, it was her facial expressions.
Yeah.
Her facial expressions kept saying, I am not in control of this interview. But when like I didn't mind her cutting her off. I didn't mind her trying to reroute the conversation. I didn't think any of that was wrong. I just thought her facial expressions and that outfit. Oh, that outfit.
That outfit was not cute.
Rue's critique was, about, when you're interviewing, you have to listen. And I'm like, it's not that kind of interview. Love Connie is not that kind of like depth, like listening conversation.
But apparently that's what they loved, because fast forward to Marsha and Charo, all she did was
that. Oh my God. We'll get there. We'll get there.
So I think
here's my next question.
Yeah, we'll get there.
That was it.
I think Selena got harsh critiques.
Very harsh. I mean, and no one said anything about how bad that outfit was.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's funny because that outfit gave me very much Marsha, but dragged up. And not in a great way, but dragged up. Isn't that funny? It's hilarious.
I just wish that somebody, one of the queens, could have gone toe to toe with Love Connie. You have to have someone that is like so fast on their feet, right? To counter.
I thought someone did.
I thought Lux did a great job.
Lux did fantastic. I would not be that girl. Absolutely not.
Okay, so are we done with Selena so we can
and I do think I agree. I think Lux did great, but I just I don't know. I wanted a queen. I'm trying to think of somebody, but somebody that was like so whip smart that it could be like
Bianca Del Rio.
Yeah, so much banter.
Yeah.
Or
see, here's the deal. Like this is where right. This is where I thought Lux really, really shined. Because I was worried about her because we know that her narcissism and delusion can like get in the way of a quality interview. But what ended up happening was Lux allowed her to be Love Connie, but never lost control of that interview.
No.
She never lost control of that interview. When this woman is whipping around a parking lot at warp speed in a golf cart and yelling out random phrases, and Lux would lean in for a second, and then she say, okay, but how about this question? And it was phenomenal. It was so well done.
Yeah. The way she started that interview, because if you let Love Connie start and go, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
But she got in there. She's like, tell me about Candy Hernandez. Immediately, she's like, my nemesis. And that way she controlled anything she was giving out. I was like, good job. She did her homework.
And I love when she was just like, what's your favorite food?
It was like that was an exercise in like live television, because you don't ever know what's going to happen. And she stayed in control, and that was oh my God, that was like a category 4 hurricane happening with Love Connie. And the fact that she stayed in control and never got, she never got a drop of rain on her. And it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
And she seemed genuine about it.
Yep.
She seemed like they were like friends. She looked amazing. That little suit was so cute. It was like 80s/90s look. Loved it.
She gave us the reporter voice that was complete, that morning host voice too.
Yeah.
She was having a blast.
Yeah,
he was having fun. So we were having fun.
She was. I was very impressed with Lux, and then watching it back again.
Yeah,
I was like, she did the damn thing.
Yeah, she killed it.
She
absolutely killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the surprise, I think, of the night was how horrible Mistress did.
I'm not surprised.
I was.
I'm not surprised.
I'm surprised that she bombed that bad.
Food is a universal thing. We all eat. We all had that's a very easy topic to talk about, right? So you talk about the food. Say again.
With Love Connie.
I feel like in that segment, Love Connie was kind of lofting things Mistress's way.
She was
even giving a chance, but then Mistress Like all the
she was pausing quite a bit.
Yeah, all the jokes about like sex.
Well, because Mistress kept breaking character.
And that's what was surprising. Like Mistress just seemed like she was so out of control. And that's all we've seen from Mistress this entire season is her be in full control. Like Mistress has been driving the bus.
Well, and she's funny and pretty quick usually, and that's why she didn't do anything, and she knew it. She knew right away.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just didn't think. I didn't think she would do like well in this challenge. I thought she would be like safe and maybe get me some like additional points. But it was sad. It was hard to watch. But I mean, I'm also not that shocked. Especially like Love Connie. I don't know who would have been able to do that segment with her. The thing she was saying, I was like,
Next group was Sasha
Frankie.
and Marsha. Oh, was it Frankie?
Yeah, we had Frankie Grande. Oh no, who went next? I think Charo did go next.
Yeah, Charo was second.
Yeah,
because we ended with Frankie.
And Sasha's segment was
and Marsha.
Yep, Sasha's segment was first. The cooking, they made a salad.
Yeah, which I thought was adorable. It was so much fun to watch. I was very, very bothered by Sasha's wig. I could not stop looking at that wig line. Yeah, I could not stop. It was so distracting. I was like, wait, this is Sasha. Like Sasha? It blew my mind. Outside of that, I thought that it was charming. I thought it was funny. I thought she kept a really solid pace and she kept the interview on the rails. It never got off the rails, even though it's very easy to get off the rails with Charo.
And she didn't panic when she didn't understand what Charo was saying. And that's the thing that Marsha did wrong. It was like you could see the panic on her face of like, I don't know what this person is saying.
Yeah.
I thought Sasha did a very good job. I thought it was solid. My favorite part was at the end when they were doing the Hawaiian sign off and the little dance. But yeah, overall, I thought she did good. Marsha, hated that pantsuit. Hated it so much.
It was bland.
It was so
everything about her fashion is bland. Always.
It was very bland. It looked good when she sat down for the interview. When that light hit it, I was like, "Oh, okay, it's good." But when her and Sasha were talking and
she was standing there,
it was just
so
like
unflattering,
washed out.
And speaking of washed out, that's where her face did the entire episode.
But apparently, that's not bad.
It was not
obviously
fine.
I don't know. It was weird that they just kept too safe this week. I think everybody should have been critiqued because Marsha, I think hers was pretty bad.
It was definitely bad. She should have ended up in the bottom.
Yeah,
that look that she had on the runway was horribly boring, and I'm like, this is Beyonce.
How do you make Beyonce boring?
Of all the looks, that's the look you pick. A plain gown with her boob hanging out on the side, like, and then you didn't even do that. You didn't even have like the anyway.
She removed all the sexiness too,
all of it, and turned it and made it matronly.
But yeah, so I think
she was a mess. That interview was completely off the rails. I will give her points for her journalistic professionalism, like when she was asking, when she actually got an opportunity to ask a question, it felt very genuine, it felt very professional, it felt heartwarming. Like that last question where she asked about her age, it was so well done. I thought she had a couple of nice moments, but overall,
it was hard to watch.
It was very hard to watch. Yeah. She was definitely one of the worst three to me.
And I know that Charo can be hard for people to understand, but not that hard. I mean, you could make out most of it. And
well, I was like, Anitra was like, all my aunties talk like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Marsha was like deer in headlights. She was a deer in headlights. Yeah. So then we get to the last group, which is the Frankie Grande group, and that was Lucy was first with the one-on-one.
That was arguably the strongest group,
except for Malaysia.
Yeah,
we knew Lucy, we said last week, I think, would be fine and good at this.
But I swear, every time I look at Lucy now, I feel like she is about to snap. Like she was just like listening to Frankie like intensely, like, and I was just like,
she's so wound, she's so tightly wound.
Yeah, I was like, loosen the fuck up, Lucy.
I just really want her to snap. I want that to be in an episode.
But like, if Frankie like pushed her harder, like she did a good job keeping him at ease. But if he would have pushed harder, I think we probably would have gotten there. I would love to see her kind of like unravel a little bit, just be like,
like that's where the storyline is heading with these edits. So I'm hoping that we get that.
I hope it's dramatic as hell.
Yeah, this is your moment. Have it.
Right. We needed another good like Drag Race moment like that. And then I thought like Anitra did fantastic.
I loved Anitra's segment. I thought it was so much fun. And again, I don't know who drove that idea of them like power walking through the lot.
So cute.
I thought it was so adorable. I thought it was so fun.
Yeah.
And like Anitra did a good job of like bringing out her like natural warmth, and having that show through. Like, because I thought Anitra did so well and Marcia struggled so much, they should have just had more in the bottom and more in the top this week, because I don't think either of the performances were like safe. They were kind of, one was really good and one was really bad, but they were both safe anyway. I don't know. That was weird.
And if there was someone that should have been safe, it was Selena. But but we will anyway.
And then
Malaysia.
Malaysia's was bad. I've never seen someone so bad at pizza dough in my whole life.
Look, they were both bad at pizza dough. Okay. They were both bad. Both of their pizzas weren't looking great.
But she was just like flopping over the dough, and I was like,
she didn't even try.
He interviewed her.
Yeah. She didn't try. She walked in. She's like, okay, well, tell me what I'm supposed to do today. I was like, girl, that's
your job.
It's not good. No.
Yeah.
Not good.
And if you don't know how to do it, just make it funny. Like throw the pizza up to the ceiling. Do something silly. But she's not. She's speaking of tightly wound, she also is in a different way, and a more like beating up on yourself.
I don't think she's tightly wound. I think she is
timid.
She's trapped in her inner dialogue. Like her brain is constantly telling her things, and none of them are positive.
None of them are coming out. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true too. She's just like self-esteem.
Like her brain is saying, you're not good at this, you're not going to do well, you're not smart enough, you're not like look at all these other girls, they're killing it, you're not on that level. Like I think those are some of the things playing on her mental records, and she can't get out of that space. And it's sad because I think she's a good queen. And let's talk runway.
All right.
I do want to say one thing. It was so funny, that group at the beginning when they were planning, they said, let's make sure we don't ask the same question. Everyone talked about Frankie getting married.
My condone.
I noted that for sure too, and I was just like, oh, okay, they have a plan, and that was the only plan that they had. That was the only
plan,
and everybody failed. Except for Lucy said she was going to take that question.
Right.
Well, Lucy's like, well, I said I was going to do it first. So there you go. Lucy wins.
Maybe it was more trolling of Lucy to be like, we're not going to listen to her.
This is my segment.
Possibly. Didn't think about it that way, Kelly. I thought they were asking it because they had just got stuck.
I mean, that's what it was. But I like to think that they're just trolling the hell out of her.
Technically, Anitra didn't ask it. Frankie mentioned it first. And then Anitra was like, oh, yeah, how long you been married? So.
All right, should we get into the runway? Mother Ru.
I love this look. She looks like a Grecian goddess. The hair is phenomenal. The dress, I loved it when she walked out. I was like, oh my gosh, she looks like she just came down from Mount Olympus to judge us all. I loved it.
Yeah.
Aphrodite.
So Luxx did not stand still. Some of these are not great pictures because they were
I wouldn't stand still in that dress either.
You're not supposed to. She was being Beyonce as Tina Turner, right? Yeah. Like absolutely.
And the hair looked great,
gorgeous.
How is this not the same exact dress? I mean, it is literally a replica.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. I thought it was the dress. I thought she was going to say it was the dress.
Yeah,
because
another
we've had that happen on
Carrie
multiple
Colby
occasions.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rue was like, I wore this dress too.
Yeah. They're like, okay, Rue.
Right. Gorgeous. Like it looked great. The whole look was complete. The hair, the dress, the makeup was fantastic. It was a look. Like this was it. And even Rue said like Bob Mackie would be impressed with this dress.
Yeah.
Like the fact that whoever, and probably Lux because she can sew, the fact that she made that, like, what?
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible.
The side by side, it was like it's the exact same.
Yeah, it was, and that's why I said that there weren't any looks that I thought were bad. Like I didn't think this was.
We're on the
bad.
first look, OT.
This I know, but again, I'm building through the whole thing, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else about Lux? I guess I should have.
Yeah. No.
All right, Mistress.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This was everything.
Yeah, this is good.
This was so unexpected.
Yeah.
It was so funny. It was still glamorous. It's still gorgeous. Like that was everything. That was everything. I think that's what saved her. I think
this is
what saved her.
This is drag, right?
Yeah,
where it's just like she looks incredible. Like you said, it's still like so glamorous. Yet there's that hilarious campy element that was as soon as she turned that corner, it was so funny.
Yeah.
It was everything. And to have the hair correct on the dolls. Yeah. Right, because that was when Kelly had the red stripes. That was when Michelle had the long straight. Like it was everything. And then the dress is spot on again, right? Is it super elevated? No. But does it look like what Beyonce and Destiny's Child had on in that moment that she's replicating? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, great job. The makeup her makeup is getting better to me, Kelly. Like, it feels like the white mask is getting smaller.
Yeah, this was better. This one here, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think it was smaller last week too.
Yeah, they mentioned it too that her makeup is looking really good this specific moment.
Yep. Yep. So. Selena
S titties.
All right, I'm gonna go here.
Yes,
this is the most beautiful she's ever looked.
Agreed.
Okay, and I love the chia pets. She's just gorgeous in this outfit.
Agreed.
And this outfit again, she should have been safe. She should have been safe. This outfit and the challenge is all safe.
Yes. And even, I think in Untucked, we heard more of it, but like even Mistress herself was like, oh yeah, I'm lip syncing.
Yeah.
She was ready. She thought, rightfully so, that, but that her outfit was incredible, but Selena's was not bad. No. This is not bad.
This is the best Selena has looked on this show, period.
So it's funny, like the queens kind of knew, like, oh, it's going to be Mistress in Malaysia. Like, that's going to be it. She got a raw deal.
Yeah, that was garbage.
Although I love the forethought and having a dress that you could lip sync in by having the bottom be removable. That's a smart queen.
Always be prepared on Drag Race. You never know what's going to happen.
Mistress, her dress would have been awful to try to lip sync in.
It could have been detachable too. We've seen where it doesn't look detachable.
That's true.
All of a sudden.
She definitely took the heads off too, because she knew she was gonna lip sync.
But I thought that leaving the heads on would be hilarious.
Oh my god, that would have been so funny. Could you have imagined her doing that? That would have been so funny watching her do that with those two doll heads on. But anyway, Selena, best she's looked all season.
Yeah,
beautiful gown, like for real, beautiful gown.
Yeah.
And chia.
All right. Next up, Sasha Colby.
Again, another just fantastic replica. This looks almost exactly like she snatched it off Beyonce.
And I loved the way she walked the runway and Lux did this too, but it was like adding in some Beyonce elements to the runway walk.
Yep. I thought it was beautiful. It looked just like what Beyonce had on. That wig line though was a problem again.
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on with her hair this week, but her wig line is not agreeing.
I wasn't gagging over this look.
No.
No.
It was like the replica, like OT said, it was so, but it wasn't
it's not
like,
elevated.
Whoa, you know, when someone turns the corner and you're like, wow.
Yeah. And usually Sasha gives me that wow.
Yeah.
And so honestly, I was a little disappointed with this look. I got that it was Beyonce, great, but you know, I expect more from Sasha, and this one was probably the most disappointing look she's given.
I think there's more exciting Beyonce looks to choose from.
Yeah,
yeah.
This just seems like something she happened to have that also Beyonce happened to wear, and she's like, "I'll wear this."
Yeah,
she was going for sexy, so she could show off that gorgeous body, and yay, you did that. But again, this isn't elevated, and everything we have seen, well, most things we've seen from Sasha at this point have been completely elevated.
Yeah.
And that was the problem with this entire runway. This entire runway was not elevated. It was all replicated very well, but nothing was really elevated. Nothing was elevated.
Yeah, and I think we'll talk about this more in a little bit, but I don't know that she deserved to win this week.
Oh no, I do not agree.
No.
I didn't think she was bad, but
she should not have won.
Yeah. All right. Then we started.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We started to talk about this a little earlier, but Marsha.
I mean, at least she feels good in it.
What, Joe?
I said at least she feels good in it.
Yeah.
You know.
Boo!
How do you take the glamour and the sexiness completely out of of the Beyonce look? She made it more matronly, basically. Like, she didn't even get the color right.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
You're right.
It doesn't matter. I wish she would have gotten critiqued. She should have been in the bottom because of this look and the challenge.
Yes.
She should have definitely been in the bottom 3. And they should have critiqued the hell out of this. They're like, this is not great.
This is the one dress that was not a almost perfect replica of what Beyonce was wearing.
And if you're going to do that, if you're going to stray from it, you better make it more drag.
It better be better.
From Marsha?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She can't do it.
And that's why she should have been in the bottom, right? Joe, you're absolutely right, because she did not do well in the challenge. And your dress doesn't even look like what Beyonce had on.
Right. If Mistress was saved because of her drag, then Marsha should have been deducted points from her drag.
Well, easy. I think if you put them side by side, she should have been in the bottom instead of Selena.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't agree Selena should be in the bottom. It should have been another lip sync with Marsha and Malaysia. And again, Malaysia goes home.
Anitra.
I thought this was solid. I hate those shoes. I hate them so much. I don't remember if that's what Beyonce was wearing. Probably. I love the dress. I love the cape. I hate the shoes. I also hated how the glasses interacted with her makeup because it made her eyes look like they were in the wrong place. But other than that, it was great.
Joe?
I have no feelings with this outfit. Yeah, I mean, it's forgettable. You know, I've seen this twice already, and this is the third time I'm seeing it, and I forgot again what she did. It's fine.
Yeah.
She wore something Beyonce kind of wore. Congratulations.
This was a really good replica. When they did the side by side, this was a solid replica.
Sure.
The thing is, there are thousands and thousands of like incredible Beyonce looks to choose from. So some of the choices I think this week were questionable.
Yeah, it was just not great.
Okay, Malaysia.
I love this look.
I think she is one of the few who actually dragged it up a little bit.
Yeah,
this is a drag look.
Yeah, I love it. I think she looks gorgeous. That hair is fantastic. Her makeup looks amazing. My only issue was when she was on the runway, you could see her panties. That was it.
Oh, was that her panties? I didn't know what was happening down there,
Yeah.
but yeah.
That were you could see her black panties, and that was a problem. But other than that, I thought this look was phenomenal.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite Beyonce interpretations. I think she looks badass.
Yeah,
she did good.
And
it's another thing, like, who was the one that I said, if you're gonna go out wearing this? Oh, I think Jax, maybe?
No, that was Aura.
Yep. Aura, that's right. Yeah. So same for Malaysia. Like this is
that's the way to walk off.
Yep.
Yeah. I will say Malaysia looks dynamite, but again, muted. Like, it's not in her face. She was walking down that runway, and I know she said in the confessionals that she was feeling herself, but she did not look like she was feeling herself.
Yeah.
And with the heavy like eye makeup, which looks great, but for Malaysia, it makes her look sleepy and like not interested. And I don't think that bodes well for her Beyonce look and hell for a lip sync look. So she looked great, but she again was muted. She didn't have the, like, I'm that bitch attitude.
Mm-hmm.
She says the words.
She needs to get some self-confidence going and some energy.
Yeah. I did enjoy her more than I thought I would this season, but again, I'm not surprised. It was
I enjoyed her exactly as much as I thought I would.
Well, good for you, but I knew she wasn't ready, and that I was right about.
Yeah. Lucy next. I'll start. I hated this, and maybe because it's because I hate Lucy, but I don't think so. I just think this is a horrible choice.
No, it was a great choice. It's something that you remember Beyonce for, but where was the pregnancy bump? Where was it?
Yeah. Where was the fit of the jacket?
Look, maybe the jacket would have fit better if she had a bump.
Right.
I don't
know.
The
problem with that jacket was up top. When she was walking down that runway, all of this was so baggy. And even the shirt, you could see where the shirt is like clipped in and it was pulling. It was just, the outfit is so messy. It's so messy. Lucy, as much as my colleagues here have been sort of dogging you out, I have attempted to remain neutral. So if you ever watch this, don't think like, oh, they're coming for me, because I haven't really come for you.
Wait, so this is just throwing your colleagues under the bus?
No, yeah. Is the bus still running?
Okay. This is trash, though.
It's garbage.
It would have been trash on anyone else, but today is trash on Lucy.
Yes, it's bad. It's bad.
And I just don't understand. I feel like Lucy is a smart queen and she knows like her references and stuff, but her execution has been a miss in the drag element, which is a little shocking because she seems very put together. And these are obvious things that the audience gets, which means Lucy should easily, naturally get it.
But she doesn't get herself.
Yeah, she's so delusional. Mentioned the baby bump, and then there was no baby bump. Why did you unbutton the jacket if there was no? What are you rubbing, girl? What are you rubbing?
Yeah. And then, exactly.
I was like, you don't announce a pregnancy 2 months in. You need to wait until it's like 5 months. Okay. Sorry. I feel like she's like one of those like ladies that have like a phantom pregnancy. Oh, I'm pregnant. Look, I have a baby. Oh my gosh. And really not pregnant at all. And then she'll go and steal your baby.
Mess. This is a mess, Lucy.
Lucy, the baby.
It's a mess.
A baby snatcher. Watch out, Beyonce.
It's ugly. It's ugly. It's ugly.
Let's get it
all of it is ugly.
Yeah, but I just loved the idea of it being an iconic look. I think that was right, but it was just executed poorly. Like like you remember that look. You remember when she's like, "Hey, I'm pregnant with Blue Ivy," you know?
Yeah.
You remember that, but goodness gracious.
Ugly.
Okay, so we'll get into like a little bit of.
I'm still hot. I'm gonna need to take a minute. Pause.
Joe's so mad about the baby bump.
It's so obvious.
Yeah, and like and she was even like, she knew that that's what it was, and she missed it. How do you miss it if that's your whole plan?
Also, Beyonce's jacket wasn't a solid pink like that. Like, why would you? Why?
But that I didn't mind because she was dragging it up a little bit.
And she didn't drag it up though.
The fit should have been better. But honestly, if she would just added the bump, I'd be like, yes, bitch, you can win this challenge. But because she didn't do that, I was like, please give it to somebody else because I don't want Lucy winning.
So wait, if you thought so, let me get this gay. You thought if Lucy's look was better, she should have won this week?
I would have been okay with her winning. I said what I said. I thought
she was maybe gonna win.
I thought her and Lux did the best. I was shocked that Sasha won, and I was very underwhelmed with Sasha's outfit. But when I saw that, I did not want Lucy to win at all.
Yeah, so let's get into it. So, the top was
Sasha, Lucy, and Luxie.
And then the bottoms were Mistress, Malaysia, and Selena.
Garbage on both ends.
Yeah.
Selena had no business in the bottom. That should have been Marcia.
Or even if she wasn't the bottom, she had no business being the bottom two.
She definitely did not deserve to be bottom two, especially considering the cohesiveness of her look. Like, her look was that's the prettiest she's looked all season.
And her interview was better than Marsha's. It just was.
Her outfit was better than Marsha's. Her performance was better than Marsha's. She was better than Marsha this week.
Marsha is just giving so much safe. It's like, I'm tired of her being safe.
Yeah, she was
so fucking tired.
Selena was better than Marsha. Selena was better than Mistress. Selena was better than Malaysia. Selena should have been safe. Period. She had no business having to lip sync.
Yeah, I think the reason is they are looking at her through a microscope, and it's like us looking at Lucy.
Yeah,
right now she's getting on our damn nerves. The moment she says, "But I have 3 wins," bitch.
Yeah,
So I think that's what's happening with Selena. Outside looking in, yes, she should have been safe, but because she wasn't great, she's bad.
And speaking of not being great, and here's another point of contention for me with this episode. While I will agree, Malaysia had her time was spent, right? Her time was spent. Drag is not what Selena gave me in that performance. You performed the Beyonce video. That is. I have watched this show since its inception. I have seen on multiple occasions where Ru has called a girl out for doing the choreography from a music video. Multiple times I've seen Ru call that out. I've seen Ru not award that 1,000 times. And Selena never broke away from the choreography. The entire thing was 100% the choreography from the Beyonce video. That's why she should have gone home. Not because she didn't dance her butt off. Not because she shouldn't have even been in the bottom to have to do that. Period.
Right.
But the fact that when you got in the bottom, you didn't give me any Selena. You didn't give me anything original. I could have just turned on the Beyonce video. And that's not what drag is supposed to be. And I have seen Ru on multiple occasions read queens for that. And the fact that in her third lip sync, she got away with it and got rewarded for it, and Malaysia went home, I disagree with that too.
But did you see Malaysia?
Malaysia was doing well. Malaysia was doing well.
Have you watched it more than once?
Yes, I have. I watched it twice. I watched it right before we got on. Malaysia did well.
Okay.
But again, it's the thing with Malaysia, like we've been saying this whole episode, is there's a lack of joy there.
Yeah, she seemed defeated. She seemed defeated.
Yeah.
She was very unhappy that she was still a single lady. I did not. I mean, she had a couple like little like mouth run things like stuff, but it seemed like she was fighting to exist.
Yeah.
Which is the same performance she gave when she lip synced against Spice, when she lip synced against Marsha. It is just not. It's just not as entertaining. Selena could have done the exact choreography, did nothing, stood there, did single ladies, and would have beat her because of her energy.
Well, yeah, the energy, and she looked like she was having a blast. Yeah. Right. And so those are the queens you want to watch. You just want to. I was just paying attention to Selena because
I will be with Selena doing the choreography too. Like, girl, I know it. Whatever. But Malaysia wasn't giving me that energy, and that's been my problem with her for the lip syncs and even the runways. And I don't know if it's because her makeup was really like clunky in the eye, but I didn't see her eyes open.
Yeah, she's just seemed downtrodden. Yeah. So, and that is not a fun drag queen make.
And when she said, very similar to what Robin said, and then she got ousted, Robin Fierce. She is like, what's going on? She's like, oh, I just think in my head that I just rather be safe.
Yeah.
Girl, we're halfway through the competition.
Yeah.
So when someone says that, you see them through a different lens too.
Yeah.
That I agree with. Yeah. The rest of what you said was garbage.
But I think similar to what we were saying about the other side of this. What did you say, Joe?
I was just like, similar to her performance, garbage.
One other thing is similar to what you're saying about Selena being like under a microscope. I feel like the opposite is happening with Sasha, where they just love her, which I love her, but she's getting like not unfair critiques in the way that like just all positive and winning. And like, I don't know that she deserved to win this week. Like I said earlier, I think she didn't. No,
she didn't deserve to win this week. She didn't deserve to win last week.
Right. And it's not to say that I don't love her, because I do. And I think she's doing good, but it's the judges are loving her even more in terms of just like not seeing any of the flaws.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a winner, I would have picked Lux this week.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same. I would have picked her. And while we're on Lux, because I thought this was really cool, we got to see a little peek inside with Untucked, and her family popped up on the screen.
It's a big ass family.
Was that white boy her boyfriend?
Yeah, the white one was.
I was like random white boy in there.
Yeah, I just thought it was a light-skinned cousin at first, and then I was like, oh, he's a white. But yeah, I thought that was really cool because, and one of the other queens pointed it out, you could see all of the defenses break down, and then she really gave us a real look. She said like, yeah, I have to project what I want to be, because for a long time I felt like it was just me.
Yeah.
And so we got to really see like what's behind all of that. So now I wonder what that's going to do for what we see going forward, because I'll talk a little more about it in my Condu, because I have my Condu deals with that moment. So
Lux has been the queen so far that keeps like surprising me with like what she can do.
She's not had a bad moment.
So she's really like entertaining, and she's backing up, her fantasy and actually executing it very well. So she's probably been the most surprising, queen that we have this season. And the fact that she's a chameleon, she's doing everything.
She's one of the ones that has only been doing this a little while, right?
Right.
Like 2 years. And she's the best queen. She's the best Jersey queen in the history of the show. We've had 3. She's the 3rd Jersey queen, which blows my mind because we're literally next door to New York. But a lot of these New York queens live in Jersey, but they just claim anyway. So that all aside, like she's only the 3rd queen to claim she's from New Jersey, and like she has blown the other 2 completely out of the water. Ariel Versace, like no one cares about her, and Carmen Carrera is not allowed to be discussed anymore. But like she is, like you said, she's a chameleon. She can do everything. And what's better about Lux is all the things that she is actually telling, she's still showing. right? So the fact that
except for them 40 inches.
20, that was 40. Anyway. But the thing is, like, we keep calling it drag delusion because that's the terminology that she's using. But the fact that she keeps showing us, is it really delusion? Right? Like, because everything she's saying, she's backing it up. So is it really delusion if you're actually executing it?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't
Then it's just reality.
Yeah, I don't think it's delusion, but I appreciate that she understands that other people don't see her the way she sees herself. And I appreciate,
which is Lucy's problem.
Right.
Lucy wants everyone to see her the way she sees herself.
Yep.
And it's not going to happen.
You're exactly right, Joe, about Lucy. And yeah, she's a mess.
Yeah.
The end.
The end.
The end. So condos and condones. I want to start. So my condo was also about Lux's family. When her father called her girl, and then she said, oh, he called me girl.
I know.
That meant that was the first time she ever heard that.
So cute.
It was super endearing. And the fact that she caught it and that he even said it, like I got all misty eyed. I was like, oh my God, her father just called her girl. And, you know, like I grew up in that area, East Orange and Newark touch, right? I know what the men are like there. And to the rest of the world, what is considered masculinity in Newark, New Jersey, and East Orange, and all of those surrounding places that touch all that inner city, that what the rest of the world considers masculine is multiplied by like 25.
Yeah.
So for him to have not only a gay son, but a gay son that is a drag queen, and for him to be on national television and be accepting and then call his gay son by the proper pronoun, like that's so huge. And people who don't understand that because they're not from there or because they don't have that life experience don't know how big that moment was. But that was a really, really, really big moment. It was a big moment. So
when you could see like Lux immediately lit up. That was you could see that was a genuine reaction. Yeah. Joe can do.
Yeah, my can do is do Night of 1,000 Beyoncés again.
And have a whole episode.
All stars.
With all stars.
All
winners. Do it again.
Yeah. The last all stars.
And make sure Beyonce is there to critique.
That part. Yes. Please make that happen.
Yes.
I will donate to whatever coin you need to secure that.
Yes.
Right. When are we getting Beyonce? I know it's all a scheduling thing. Because it took Lady Gaga like 5 years to get her schedule together to be on there. Yeah. I know it's all scheduling because there's no way Beyonce hasn't wanted to be on this show.
Yeah. I mean, her mom's been on the show. Kelly's been on the Kelly. Michelle's been on the show. So
yeah, we got to get Beyonce and Kelly together. Yeah. You're a can-do, Kelly.
Me and Beyonce. Perfect. Well, I had that written down about the girl thing too with Lux's family. But the other thing I liked from Untucked was just like all of what T.S. Madison was saying. T.S. Madison, right?
Yeah.
It didn't sound right when I said that. But all of like what she was saying to all the queens and like how she, I don't know, it was just a great pep talk. And then her little moment with Sasha was really, sweet too. So like sometimes the people come in and you're just like, okay, they have to do their little like moment with the queens. But sometimes it's like they are so influential and deep and like genuine. And I thought that
pouring into them.
What?
And I said they're pouring into the queens. And that's what she was doing. I agree. I also loved that moment. And I was hanging on like, yes, girl, I could do anything.
Right.
That's right. Like, yeah, I was.
If you say so.
Right. I was in. I am a T.S. Madison fan.
All right. Condones.
My condones is Joe's critiques of this episode.
I think this is the first time in our history that we've had a condone of the other person.
Wait, what critique specifically?
I thought you were harsh on the runways. I thought that the runways.
It's Beyonce. Next.
Yeah.
Next.
The runways were good. The runways, I think you were too harsh.
This is our Yoko Ono moment where we're saying that the band's starting to break up.
We're halfway through. I want great. I want better than good.
You have to really step your pussy up for Beyonce.
-2, they all were almost perfect replicas.
But you got to do more than just like have an exact replica.
You do, but in the past, when we have seen people do interpretations, we've done this before. And the only other one that they really got right was Lady Gaga, and that was probably because they knew Lady Gaga was there. But for the most part, every time we do one of these challenges, it's bad. Jada might care.
My condone is OT's critiques and accepting good for great. Okay.
Love it.
But actually, my real condone is don't keep saving Marsha. Put her ass in the bottom. She need to be there.
Actually,
to be there.
Actually, that was also my real condone. My real condone is Marsha. At this point, it feels like another Georgia situation where she's just getting a pass because she's a thin, pretty girl.
I was literally just gonna say, like, there's almost every season one of the cute queens, usually cute, white, and small, gets passes. The whole time.
Yeah. And I think Marsha, Marsha has run her course, right? We talked about Malaysia running her course, Selena's run her course, Marsha's run her course. They are out of their league.
Yeah.
At 10 episodes, you have had plenty of time to turn the corner. Like normally the season is over at 10 episodes. So like it's I'm done.
Yep.
Yeah. I still will go see Selena over Marsha, over Lucy, because she's been in the bottom. You've seen like her heart, her passion. You see where she's at. Marsha is just sitting pretty. She's a great queen. She's a fantastic queen. But not for this competition.
Let me edit what you're saying. I think she's a talented person. I do not think she's a talented queen because
I think she's a talented queen.
Everything about what makes her a queen is the stuff that we're questioning. Her drag is questionable. Her makeup is questionable. So that that's part of being a queen.
Yeah, I mean, she's a drag. She's still a drag queen. What are you talking about?
Her drag is the problem, right? I think she's
Selena's drag is not great either.
But at least it's drag. Even though Selena's drag is bad, it's still drag.
Even though Marsha's drag is bad, it's still drag.
No,
what are you talking about?
No, Marsha's drag, it's not drag. It just like everything she wears look like it came off a rack.
Yeah, okay. I agree, but it's still drag. Like it's still like an element of drag. It's not at the highest level, but it's still drag. She's still a drag queen. I mean, Rebecca Glasscock, she ain't that bad. Okay, you're talking about Rebecca Glasscock. The bitch walked in with jeans. Marsha ain't do that. All right. Well, now how you got me sticking up for Marsha? What I've been trying to like not stick up for her, but she's still a drag queen and she's a talented one. She just has elements she needs to improve upon.
Yeah,
that's it.
I think she's a talented human. Period.
Well, there you go. We disagree again.
Constantly, honey.
Dads are fighting. Wait, let me do my condone.
Oh, wait, I thought you did. I thought you said it was Marsha. Oops, wait, let me put that back. Okay, there we go.
No, I mean it's just Lucy.
Wait, so isn't that 3 weeks in a row? Last week 2 weeks ago, Joe's condone was Lucy. Last week, my condone was Lucy.
Yeah, but I have a more specific. I have a specific moment. So going back to the Lux Untucked and her family, and like then you had these heartfelt moments with T.S. Madison and like Sasha and Malaysia. Like it was really great. And the worst part of that is they would pan at some point to Lucy and fake ass emotions. And I'm like, this is even worse than you just being fake about like being a winner and like you should always be on top and all of that.
She's
like
unhinged.
The fact that because then you're countering that with genuine emotion. Everybody is being so open and genuine and like sharing, and it's so nice. And then you look at her face and it's the fakest, looking like she is emotional or looking like she cares. God, she's so fake. It's bad. It's bad.
I can't wait. I am going to be at my TV like this next week to see the reaction after she did not get that win. I'll be like, crack.
I know.
You know, it's gonna be a kaboom. I do not agree. I do not think Sasha should have won. I thought it would be between Lucy and Lux, but I was so mad at Lucy's outfit. But whatever.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. I think we covered it. Joe and I fought. We disagreed. Someone said something mean about Lucy. Yeah, this is a show.
I do want to say this one thing, and we can edit this out because it's long past this moment. But I love Mistress's shade so much. When Sasha was telling the story of how she had her name before Beyonce had Sasha Fierce, and then Mistress is like, that's a lovely fairy tale. I was dead.
I thought that was a fun little story.
It was.
No, it was a fun story, but the other side of that is like, this is bullshit. And Sasha recognizes it's bullshit too. She's just like, until Beyonce comes and tells me to face, she recognizes it. But the way like just Mistress is like, that's a lovely fairy tale.
Right.
I love that.
Well, the other thing she did was funny was went over to Marsha and made the joke about makeup. Like Love Connie has better makeup.
more makeup. Yeah.
It's one of those things that is like, is there some truth to it? We'll never know.
I love when Sasha was like, she saw me and she was like, oh, she's fierce, Sasha.
Sasha's fierce. That was so fun. I thought that story was fun. It was cute.
Yeah.
I mean, there are worse people to be named after.
There are, right?
There you go.
All right.
Covered everything. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Condone Yourself. Hopefully, you had as much fun as we did today.
We laughed, we cried, we fought.
We did the same thing, and we'll do it again next week. So please be sure to join us as we continue breaking down season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race. If you are so inclined, and we hope you are, please like, follow, and subscribe to us. We are at Condone Yourself Podcast on TikTok, Instagram, and you can also email us. So do that. And do it all. And follow our YouTube page and subscribe and watch our videos. We're getting in the hundreds. YouTube? What?
You can follow on YouTube?
Yeah, and subscribe. You don't follow and subscribe to us on YouTube, Joe?
I've seen the videos, a couple of them. I didn't know you could follow.
Have a good day, everybody.
Joe doesn't like this show.
Like our show. It's our show.
I listen to it on Spotify when I work out. I do.
I watch when I'm on my lunch break. So.
Oh yeah, I listen to Spotify.
I'm forced to watch all of it while I make the cuts.
Multiple times.
Sorry.